Give me just a second. It's
Oh,
loading
sorry.
the live stream. I'm waiting for the little bar to go all the way across.
Okay, sounds good.
Look at Daniel. He's out there in the ocean right now.
I was wondering what he was doing.
Okay, President Hernandez, we are good to go.
Okay, we'll call to order the special meeting of the Deming Public Schools School Board for June 28th. Mr. Kroll, if you'll do the roll call.
Yes, ma'am. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Mrs. Cameron,
Present.
Mrs. Paez,
Present.
Mr. Orozco,
Present.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Present.
Mr. Crow present.
Okay, if everybody will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
Flag of the United States, America.
and to the republic for
the
which it
republic
stands,
for which it stands.
one nation under God,
One nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty
indivisible,
and justice for all.
liberty and justice for all.
I salute the flag of the state of New
The
Mexico
flag of the
and
state
is
of
the
New
symbol
Mexico
of perfect
is
friendship
the symbol
among
of
united
perfect friendship among united cultures.
Okay. Superintendent Chavez, are there any proposed changes to the agenda?
No, there's no additions or revisions.
Does anyone else have any changes? And if not, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I move approval, Madam Chair, President.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Crowfield, do the roll call.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Cameron,
Yes.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes.
Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay. And with that, we'll move on to the consent agenda.
Madam President, members of the board, we just have 2 items on the consent agenda that we request your approval: the minutes from the previous meeting and 1 maintenance bar for operational funds.
Is there a motion?
Madam President, I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Crowfield, do the roll call again.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Cameron,
Yes.
Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay, and with that, we'll move on to our only action item, the approval of the budget adjustment request. Superintendent Chavez?
Yes, Madam President, members of the board, this is the initial budget for the K-12 planning. I have Ms. Doyle and Mr. Parker was instrumental in doing the application for this program. This is the planning grant to pay for the additional 8 professional development days. Our focus is going to be on supporting experiential learning, project-based learning, supporting professional support for teachers in that area. I just want to let you all know that initially they were awarding us $275,000. That's the award we were given. And after some phone calls and conversation, they actually ended up awarding the full amount that we had requested. So it's a little over almost $2.6 million. With that, Mr. Parker, do you have anything else you'd like to add about this award, or Ms. Doyle?
No, I'm just glad that we were fully funded for the programs that we built into the application as we were projecting. So I'm happy to see that whatever minds needed to get changed. It is quite an endeavor that we're taking on to try to change practice and really building into PD opportunities for teachers to embed the practices that we're asking them to do. So I'm happy that we actually are here to approve it. So there's a lot of pieces to it. I'm sure that Mrs. Dahl can speak to the budget pieces, but as you can see, the majority of it is for salaries and benefits. And then we did add some money in for supplies and materials and also some professional development as we see fit as we enter the school year.
Yes. I concur.
Yeah, I just want to say those must have been some really good phone calls you guys made. So thank you.
Right.
It sounds like 10 times the amount what we were going to get.
It was.
Thank y'all. That's fantastic.
Well, I actually told I actually informed them that we would be turning down the 275,000 they initially awarded because of the shortfall that it was going to create, and it wasn't going to be beneficial. And they said, wait, hold on. We had a few more, I had talked to her for a little bit longer, and there's been a shift in how they wanted to fund us. So.
Good deal.
Vicki, could you tell me again the amount?
So the amount now is
Oh, I found
$2.6
it.
million. It was
Is that one of
originally,
the biggest ones we've ever gotten? I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's one of the biggest ones, but it's a large, I mean, to add 8 days to the calendar was a pretty big, it's pretty expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of those who worked on it, because I'm sure it took, I'm not sure, I know it takes a lot of time for these. So whoever did that is, or all that did it should be thanked for their work. As a result, it was successful.
Yes, definitely. Are there other questions or comments? Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion that we accept, is that the correct word? The planning grant that was presented as presented tonight.
And approve the budget adjustment request?
And approve the budget adjustment request.
Is there a second?
I second that.
Okay, Mr. Crowell, if you'll do the roll call.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mrs. Cameron,
Yes.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay. And then that concludes our very lengthy list of action items. I'm just kidding. So then announcements. Are there any requests for agenda items for our next meeting, which will be July 21st, after school starts? Okay, and if anybody thinks of anything, we can add them to the agenda later. I also should let y'all know I will be out of town that day. So Mary Lou, if you could do the meeting for me, that would be great.
And what date is that?
July
what?
21st. It's our
I'll be
regular.
glad to do that. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Okay, and so if there are no other announcements, is there a motion to adjourn?
Also move that we adjourn.
Is there a second?
I second that.
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Crowe, if you do the roll call.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Cameron,
Yes.
Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Crowe, yes.
Okay, and with that, we'll be adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Guys have a good evening.
Thank you.
Again, thank those that wrote the grant, Leslie and Fred and whoever, all the people that had a part in that. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay, see y'all later. Everyone enjoy their vacations or